What's up, gang? Here's the warm-up for the week of August 31st. Holy cow, August 31st, almost here. Means we're, what, 2/3 of the way through the year? That's nuts. Well, perhaps we find us inside by the time this video is useful. Perhaps we're still outside, but at the very least, here's how we're going to get warm. Let's start with the neck. So we've done this before. I want you guys to try and reach your chin forward as far as you can, and then push your chin back. Forward and back, and just focus on the transition of your head as far forward as you can, and back, and everything in between. You want to feel just the full range of motion here. Then we're going to imagine that you're holding on to heavy buckets of like water or something like that, so your hands are pulled down. We're just going to tilt your ear to the shoulder. Back and forth. You should feel a stretch on the outside of your neck there, opposite of the ear that you're putting down. Back and forth. Ease into it. If it feels good to push a little bit, that's fine. Doesn't have to get aggressive. Alright, let's get some teacups. So palms are facing up. You're going to go underneath the arms, out to the side, and then back overhead. Underneath, out to the side, back overhead. So I'm kind of tracing two circles. One underneath my armpits, one over my head. Just try and keep these nice and smooth. Don't rush through it. You can do like 10 minutes. Just kidding. Alright, switch directions. So this time the hands go away, come behind, over the top. Go away, come behind, over the top. Nice. So you want to really get the spine open for the part that comes after this, but let's begin here. We're going to reach over the top and reach behind your opposite leg. We've done this many times throughout the summer. Really focus on the back hand, trying to reach as far behind your opposite leg as you can. So let's just go back and forth, reaching side to side. You'll notice whatever the outside or opposite leg is, so in this case, opposite of my top arm. Just trying to stay straight, both legs relatively locked out, just creating some length on the side of your body. Maybe push into a little bit more so your upper arm gets close to parallel to the floor. Nice. Then the next one, we're just going to round and arch just like we did last week. Again, focusing on the kind of articulation of how you get from one position to the other. So we're going to round our back, kind of tuck your tailbone, hunch the upper back over. Then we're going to unwind and arch back. Then round forward. Whoop, arch back. Nice. This will be a kind of a fun twist on some moves we've done. We're going to do some ostrich bounces where you have straight legs. We're kind of using the elastic rebound off the floor. And we're going to take between 6 and 10 steps forward. So it's going to bounce, step, try and sneak in your step every time you kind of bounce upright. So when my hands are furthest from the floor, I'll take a little step. And then what I want you to do is you're going to arch your back just like in the previous drill, and we're going to try and walk yourself back to where you just started. So arch and take little steps, 6 to 10. A lot harder than it sounds, probably looks goofy, I'll review it later. But let's try that back and forth a couple of times. Ostrich bounces. And then, like I said, we're all going to feel goofy. Try and reorient yourself here. I think that one of the biggest challenges is that your visual and then inner ear are in an orientation that are completely different for walking. So it takes time. You have to really, take it step by step. Walking fun. Woo! Good little challenge there. All right, so let's go ahead and get to the bottom of the squat. Let's bounce. Try and go side to side, so you're kind of putting a little more pressure on one ankle, one foot, one knee. Just moving around a little bit. And try and sit more upright. And then 5 times each way. Let's get some thoracic rotations. Try and touch your opposite knee. Rotate straight up overhead. I like to follow my hand or my elbow with my eyes. Just get a little bit more of that rotation through your spine. And we'll switch sides. Nice. Last off, let's go ahead and walk your hands forward into a downward facing dog. I'll do it this way so you can see. You can have a little bit of a bend in the knees, but the idea is to try to get into a good overhead style position with your arms relative to your trunk and just bouncing your chest towards your knees. Let's get about 30 of them. And whenever you get to number 30, just hang out in the end range of motion for about 10 seconds, trying to get some big breaths. Nice. Hopefully the body's starting to feel alive. Ready to hit this workout. Enjoy it.